The 7 fisher folk who were arrested on the 20th of March in Thalemana were produced in the Mana Magistrates Court today. Additional Magistrate Ladeep Pradeep ordered the release of the 7 fishermen with a suspended sentence. The 3 arrested in the first boat were sentenced to 1 year imprisonment suspended for 5 years on charges of trespassing into Sri Lankan waters. The additional magistrate sentenced the 4 fisher folk arrested in the second boat to 23 months imprisonment suspended for 5 years on 3 charges, 1 year for the first charge, 6 months for the second charge, and 5 months for the third charge. A charge sheet was filed by the Department of Maritime Affairs accusing the owners of the 2 boats as the first accused. Based on this, the court ordered the boat owners to appear before the court on the 11th of July. The High Commission has been directed to take steps to send the released fishermen to Mirihan Interim Camp and from there to India.
Lanka fishing controversy.
As the Indian Lok Sabha elections are approaching, the issue of the Indian Sri Lankan fisher folk has once again emerged as a major topic in Tamil Nadu. Former Chief Minister O. Pannirselvam, who went to Rameswaram in Tamil Nadu for election campaigns, said that he has initiated negotiations regarding the release of fisher folk arrested in Sri Lanka.
Sri Lankan Minister Senthil Thondaman is serving as Minister and Governor. We have spoken to him. He has said that he will immediately take action to release these 53 fishermen on bail. He has also said that boats will be sent to Rameswaram. He said that the fishermen's release will be expedited based on our request and they will be released without a punishment. We have spoken to the Indian Prime Minister, Labour Minister L. Murugan and Tamil Nadu leader Annamale in this regard. I will take all these directly to the notice of the Prime Minister of India and take firm steps to resolve the issue.
Lanka fishing controversy.
Tamil Nadu State Secretary of the Communist Party of India, R. Mutharasan, has insisted that the central government should intervene and rescue the fisher folk sentenced to prison in Sri Lanka. In his statement, the BJP has been accused of not guaranteeing the protection of fisher folk's livelihood for the past 10 years. The Tamil Nadu State Executive Committee of the Communist Party of India has reportedly condemned the central government for failing to protect the livelihood of the fisher folk and urged them to release the fisher folk imprisoned in Sri Lanka and repatriate them.
Lanka fishing controversy.
The fisher folk of Jaffna have appreciated the measures taken by the Sri Lanka Navy to prevent the continued aggression of the Indian fisher folk in the Sea of Sri Lanka.
The
Navy is arresting more Indian fisher folk now. The boat operator is sentenced to 6 months in prison while second-time offenders are sentenced to 1 year. The fisher folk on the boat are released. We appreciate it and hope they seize more boats. The National Security Advisor left to India for talks regarding a bridge between India and Sri Lanka. But today, has anyone spoken about the issue of fisher folk? Why can't you talk about issues related to our fisher folk and fisheries? All of you are supporting India. Today, our country has reached an economic crisis and we have no way out. We don't need to beg other countries to build a bridge. If the resources in the sea are protected and their boats are stopped from crossing the border, we will catch billions worth of fish in our sea and make foreign exchange for our government.